How to avoid wastage of energy?
Sorry, your voice is low.
How to avoid wastage of energy?
Yeah, bot energy. That's when we started defining the robots.txt. And I hope all of you have proper understanding about robots.txt. Correct?
Yes.
So maybe we can proceed to the next topics today. Anybody has any question? $100. So explore, keep exploring. There will be very simple things, and you will be able to do them. Not necessarily the website. It can be about the SEO. It can be about anything that you are learning currently. Okay. You have to get started somewhere. If you are keeping quiet, you will never be able to learn anything or make anything.
Is there any trick to bid or likewise we can bid?
So trick is you have to quote low as a new beginner, right? And second thing, you have to maintain your profile. You have to put your profile. I have these many years of experience. I have done X, Y, Z, right? Without which people would not give a project to you, correct?
Yes.
So maintaining a healthy profile, good profile, pitching yourself. Okay, you telling that you have these many years of experience and I have done these many number of projects. People appreciate you. Probably can tell that I am new to the freelance. So far, I have worked on all these projects. You're just free to the freelance. That's all. Freelance or elance or true lance. But you were always working is what you should try to pitch in.
Okay.
So that's when they would give the work to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, anyways, you are learning and practicing, and even I'll be helping you out with the work, so you should not have a problem. If you simply create the profile and keep quiet, you're not going to get any kind of work. Okay, we are done with robots.txt as well. Okay, so most probably today we'll be closing up with the site level SEO. There are a couple of them, so on discussing them. Site level SEO will be done, and from tomorrow's class, we can start technical SEO. Okay, okay. Yeah, in the last class we were discussing robots.txt, correct? And after robots.txt, there is something called as canonical tags implementation. See, again, this canonical is also to save the bot's energy, to save the bot's energy or help bot not to misunderstand about your website. Okay, so what is this canonical? Anybody ever heard of the term canonical? No. Okay.
No. Yes.
Yeah, in which scenarios we are going to use the tag? So see what happens is on your website there is a possibility of similar kinds of pages being would get created. I'll show you a simple example. Wait, basket.
You're not sharing screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Thanks. Yeah. Do you all see the screen now? Do you all see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they have implemented lazy loading. Flipkart should be a good example for us. Yeah. Look at this. Do you all see the number here? One, two, three, four. You would have previously also had come across something like this, right? This is not the first time that you are seeing it, correct? You would have seen that previously as well, correct? So this is called as pagination. This is called as pagination. So if you go to page 2, see, observe this men's footwear by men's shoes starts rupees 199 order at West West, grammatically all wrong. People. Okay, anyways, fine. So go to the second page. Here the URL has changed page equal to 2, and here the information remains same. Here the content remains same. Everything. So here this information is same. Mainly the SEO elements. Which are the SEO input fields? Title, description, the keyword optimized content. This is keyword optimized content, correct? So these kinds of things remain the same. The only change you see here is it's just getting as page 2, correct? So now bot would see this page as well, and bot in fact has to see, because bot has to read all this. In this case, what happens is this will lead to duplicacy. Googlebot will see this as a one more new page with the same title, same description, and as a duplicate, and both will start conflicting to show up on the Google. And in this conflict, Google basically eliminates both of them, because it's not just two pages, right? The conflict is between multiple pages, correct? Look at the number of pages. You go up to 10, all the 10 pages are same. All the 10 pages are same. Just the shoe listing is getting changed. And this is definitely not considered to be as a unique content or unique it could be unique, but then what's happening here? Your title is always same, correct? Your keyword information, everything is always same. So now this will lead to duplicacy, right? And this will also lead to bot's energy wastage. It's not wastage actually. Bot has to invest its energy on this page, because these are all separate pages, right? So bot has to, right? So now, for me, look at the criteria. The condition is such that I want bot to be seeing all these details, but I want bot to be still ignoring this information, or this they should basically not get into duplication or a conflict at all, right? So in these kinds of scenarios, we convey to bot, we put a tag called canonical tag. We add a tag called canonical in the head section of the HTML. This canonical tag says, boss, I am a child or copy of the original page. Which is the original page? A child or copy of original page. This is the original page. This is the original page. I am a child or copy of this original page. This is what telling. Page 2 is telling I am child or copy of this page 1 original page. I got inherited from the parent page. So please just read these details, and never take me into the competition with my parents. Don't ever information on my page also. Look at this, it's all same. This one and this one, it's all same, but still do not consider any of them. So for you, you just have to read. Are you all getting it? So in very odd cases, when a page is getting created, a dynamic page is getting created, completely correct. Now here you don't want that to be happening. Bot has to come to this page, but still it has to not get into any kind of conflict with the parents. Correct. That's when you are going to use this canonical tag, and I will show you how this canonical looks. So there is something called a self canonical, pagination canonical. I'll show it to you how it looks. So this is how it's written: link rel equal to canonical. See, you see here, this is pointing to parent. Here you all see this URL ending with dot comma CIL. You see this? This is ending with CIL, correct? And now child page which got derived out of that is different. So if you look at the source code, page 2 source code, it's pointing to parent. Link rel equal to, it's simply pointing to parent. Did you all get that? See, ideally speaking, in this scenario, since this is a pagination tag, pagination thing, so the tag implemented, yeah, child or duplicate, yeah. So this is how normally implemented. Here in this example, we are considering a parent page. kanradigital.com/Manjunath is the parent page. Manjunath-Chowdhury is the child page, which is exactly like the parent page. But the information or details on the page have to be crawled. So what we will be doing on page 2, on the child page, we will update this tag link rel equal to canonical href equal to parent page URL1. So here it is the actual implementation. So on page 2, we are going to add this tag in the head section. So on page 2, so this is page 2 here. This is page 2. This is page 1. Same way here in my example, I have taken a page 1 as Manjunath and page 2 as Manjunath Chowdhury. And on page 2 on Manjunath Chowdhury page, we are going to add the page 1 URL, link rel equal to canonical. So it's telling that the page 2 is exactly similar to page 1. Just crawl the information on the page and do not get into the conflict or duplication issue. That's what this rel equal to canonical tag tells. Is it clear, guys? Everybody? Is it clear, everyone?
No.
Different kinds of uses with the canonical tags. Okay, so now this is not the only scenario. Now when there are multiple pages, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, so now this is going to be implemented slightly different. This is going to be slightly different, and look at this pagination canonical tag, one tag on the root page pointing to the next page in the series. And so now on page 1, see now in this scenario, on page 1 you need to have a tag rel equal to the canonical pointing to the page 2, and on page 2 it will be pointing to page 3 and pointing to page 1, and on page 3 it will be pointing to the previous page, page 2, and the next page, page 4. So page 3 is telling I am derived out of page 2, I am copy of page 2, and I would also lead to I'll be creating one more page. That page 4 is also going to be similar to me. This is called as pagination tag. This is called as pagination tag. So on first page, it's just pointing to the next page. There is no previous page, right? When you are just getting started with the first page, there is no previous page, correct? That's just the first page, right? On second page, there will be previous page. Link rel equal to previous href, and it's pointing to page 1, the previous one, and it's pointing to the next page. rel equal to next href page 3, and on the last page, let's assume page 5 is the last page. On page 5 you will have only link previous equal to page 4. Like on page 1 how you had next, on last page you will have previous. That's how the pagination tag will be implemented, right? And on dynamic websites, see, this is pagination is known issue to all of you. So pagination is known thing, and we will be able to implement this pagination canonical tags. But in some cases there won't be any pagination concepts, but still certain kinds of dynamic urls will get created automatically, and you will never get to know, and there will be lots of energy leakage, and it will lead to conflicts or duplicacy of web pages. So in these cases what we do is we add another tag called, it's the same tag, we call them as self canonical. Self canonical. So in self canonical what happens is, on the parent page itself, let's assume this is the parent page. On the parent page itself we will add a canonical tag pointing to the parent. Now whenever a child page gets created out of parent, there will be a tag pointing to the parent always, without r notice, without proper understanding, like how many. See, you don't have to waste your energy like that, you don't have to get any kind of conflicts. So I'll show it to you one example. Canonical tag. Okay, some issue with the server, pages are not loading. Ibrahim, Canada digital web pages are not loading. Inform to Vikram. You try opening. So only home page opens, inside service page are not opening. They must be pushing some code or something, I don't know. You just check, inform it to him. Inform Vikram. Yeah. So now let's assume this is the page office shifting service. So now there are chances of duplicate pages getting created, which you may never know. Something like this. Okay. So now what we do is we will be adding a canonical tag on this page whenever any child page gets created like this. Any child page derives out of the parent page, automatically that child page will have a canonical tag pointing to the parent page, office shifting service, like how we have seen here. So look at this. So this is self canonical. So if you go to this page, original page, Flipkart, yeah, this is the original page. On this also there are good chances, this is the parent page. On this page also you will see a canonical tag probably. So you have the canonical tag here. Yeah, look at this. Link rel equal to canonical, and it's pointing to the parent page. On parent page only you are pointing to the parent page. And now from parent you have a child got derived page 2, and obviously the same code gets copied in the child page as well. So this is the easiest, simplest way of eliminating the unseen duplicate issues. Unseen child pages getting created and they would get into the conflict with the parent page. And now automatically when there is a canonical tag, the canonical tag gets replicated on the child pages as well. Now child page URL, see this is the parent page, and now child page URL is something like this. Child page URL can be ABC. Everything is same, just additionally ABC is getting added. Right? Automatically it's a link pointing to the parent page. See, with this tag, we are telling bot, boss, I am child, I belong to this parent, I belong to this parent, and I would look exactly like this parent. Please do not get into any kind of conflict with the parent. Just crawl information on my page. That's all. That's what we are communicating through this tag. Is it clear, guys? Everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. Then let's proceed to the next topic. So we were discussing about robots.txt. Robots.txt, see now, robots.txt we understood there is energy wastage and we are going to avoid that energy wastage. And it's not only energy waste, bots might see different kinds of child versions of the pages and they might get into conflict or duplicate issues, and we want to avoid that as well. And in those cases we are implementing canonical tags, pagination tags. It's same canonical, only pagination. When there are 1 to 3 pages it's called pagination, and canonical tags, if you are implementing it on the parent also, it's called a self canonical. That's all, right? And now to avoid bot energy wastage, we have another method as well. We have one more method apart from robots.txt. So let's say my website has got 1 lakh web pages and I don't want bot to be seeing all 90,000 URLs. I want bot to be seeing only 10,000 URLs on my website. Or let's say I have 1,000 pages and I don't want bots to be seeing all the 1,000 pages. I want bot to see only 500 pages on my website. In those scenarios, I can straight away add a communication to the bot, rel equal to no index, no follow. Rel equal to no index, no follow. So what does this do? This is telling bot, do not index this URL on Google, or do not crawl any information on the page, and don't waste your energy. This is a HTML meta tag that goes in the head section of HTML, which instructs bot not to index and crawl any content on the page. Why to use this tag? When you don't want a page to be shown on Google. You don't want some pages, you don't want contact us or about us or somebody person's profile which is on the website, don't want to be shown on Google. You don't want bots to be indexing them on the Google, right? So in those cases, you can add this tag rel equal to no index comma no follow. Okay. When you find the web pages are not necessary to be shown on Google for a different reason. Okay. So I will show you on what kind of pages that will be added. Do you all see that 9,000 pages have index comma follow tag? This many pages has no index, no follow. I'll show it to you. And you will definitely not see this URL on Google. Not to get indexed. I'll show it to you. Yeah, you see here, meta name robots content no index no follow. This is in the head section only. This is the head section here. So what is this doing? This is instructing bot not to index your page on Google. See, this is not basically to save the crawl energy, but simply you don't want bot to be indexing your some of your web pages on the Google. This is not to save the crawl energy, but main goal or objective areas not to index the pages on Google. So, for example, let's say there is some web page which is secrets formula of your business. Do you want it to be on Google and everybody to be seeing that? No, correct. So in those cases, you can add no index, no follow, and it doesn't show to anyone on Google. And still, you can share this URL to anybody you want. You want to send it to your team only, then you can send this. Just that it's not going to be shown on the Google with this tag. Did you all get that? Everybody? Okay. There are a couple of things. Yeah. So then comes in the site level implementation, images optimization is another important implementation, right? See, what is the problem with images? Images basically will be of certain size, and by default they will be in some kbs or mbs, correct? You can compress and you can reduce the size of these images so that your overall web page size will come down. If your web page size is coming down, bot would crawl more number of pages, correct? Because bot is visiting your web page with some bandwidth. If each page is 10 MB, bot will crawl only 10 pages in case if bot has visited with 100 MB data, correct? Sorry, let's say 10, yeah, 100 MB data. Bot has visited your website with 100 MB data and each image is 10 MB. In those cases, bot hardly crawls 10 web pages, right? So now bringing down this images to few kbs, it's suggested to keep the image size as low as possible, less than 50 kb, reducing the size of the images. Okay, I'll just type it here. Reduce the image sizes to as low as possible. It's suggested to not to have beyond 50 kb. Okay, this is for all of your reference. I'm adding it here in the document. Yeah. Provide alt tags to all the images based on the page information. So image is there on your web page and you are able to see that image as grapes or as a mango. But does bot really identify that as a mango or a grapes or a banana? No, it doesn't until unless you fill this alt attributes. I have discussed this in the previous classes, one of the classes, and we will have the screenshots as well in the above sections. So I'm not adding it here. Provide alt tags to the images based on the page information. This alt attribute helps bot to what is the image understand about the image, right? Usually this will be the exact name of the product. In case if it's not a product image and used on web pages, use the text that depicts the image or use a keyword Alternatively, if you couldn't find the best text that describes the image, okay, so take care of the aspect ratio of the images. What is this aspect ratio? Sometimes the images won't be like squares or not even proper rectangles. They doesn't fit properly on the screens, right? So make sure you are opting for the best sizes. Implement CSS sprites, right? So the CSS sprites works this way. So the CSS sprites is something like your Google collage. Have you all seen Google? It puts all the photos into one photos and shares you as a memory, correct? Correct. So but then all those photos were taken as individual separate photos, correct? It just brings in all photos into one photo, one image. That is called as Google collage. And if you are doing something like that on your website, you will convert all the images to one image, and you will be showing only one image whenever you want, wherever you want. That's called as CSS sprites. We'll discuss more about CSS sprites in the technical SEO. Okay, this is all about the images optimization for a website. Is it clear, guys? Anybody has any questions around this?
No.
Okay. So one more thing. So we were discussing about HTML sitemap, correct? Not XML. There are two different types: XML and HTML. HTML sitemap helps bots to navigate from one page to the another page, correct? So now same way internal linking. Internal linking is as simple as any link pointing to the other web page within the website. Yeah, this is internal linking. There is a link pointing to another web page. But this is part of on-page SEO. This is not site-level SEO. See, if it is site-level SEO, we build a proper strategy, proper math, proper strategy of building the links to the different web pages on the website. I'll show it to you. Right. See now something doing like this is called as just an internal linking. This is not called as internal linking mesh. It is just internal linking within the website. So what it does, it's basically whenever bot is visiting this URL, this internal linking is helping bot to navigate to this page called software development. Okay, it's helping bot to navigate to this different page. Correct. So now let me come here. I'll show it to you the difference between internal link and internal linking mesh. See on this page, we have dropped set of links pointing to different web pages. So now this has a proper calculation. So this has a proper working analogy. So where we identify the set of web pages on the website. Let's say there are 10,000, 9,000 pages allowed on this website. So we bring in all the 9,000 URLs and we assign the priorities. We define or decide. I will plan PSM training in Denver should have 20 links within the website. One link is coming from this page and another link must be coming from some other page. Amongst 10,000 web pages, I just need 20 links. Will be coming from 20 different web pages. So all this is a proper math. We'll be discussing this in depth, the implementation part. We're going to work on it. Okay. And now Did you all get that? And now if you go to any web page, you will see this. You will see this mesh. See now PSM training in Denver. This is PSM certification training in Denver. On this page also you will see such internal linking mesh. Internal linking block. We are calling this as mesh because it's like a mesh. It's not letting bot to go anywhere. Within the website, bot keeps roaming. See, did you all get that? So why do we do this? To improve the crawl, to improve the crawl rate. In order to improve the crawl rate, in order to improve the crawl frequency of the web pages which are supposed to be crawled. Outcome, most of the web pages gets indexed. Bot will be able to see many more pages now. If bot is seeing about Apple on your website, it makes your web page rank about Apple. If bot is seeing grapes page on your website, it makes your website to show up on Google for grapes. When somebody searches buy grapes, it starts showing on the Google. Your website will start showing on the Google. If watermelon page is never crawled or seen by bot on your website will not rank on Google for buy watermelon. Are you all getting it? Now our goal is bot has to see them and bot has to index them. That's when your web pages will start to rank for more keywords. Your current keywords ranking also will improve. Bot is crawling them often through this internal linking mesh. It starts prioritizing. This is one of the key metric, right? Crawl frequency. So crawl frequency of so many web pages will be improving or increases. The overall crawl stats of your website will improve. Okay. So how to implement? I'm going to show it in a different class. How do we implement or how do we build that? So for your reference, I have added a very detailed article here. We have videos as well pertaining to this. It takes at least 2 to 3 hours to work on this. Even now, our in-house team spends at least 2 to 3 hours to implement this. And this is an amazing concept developed by us, and no other agency does this. No other agency. So people must be simply adding some internal linking blocks at the bottom, but they will not have proper math or calculation. See, our mesh strategy is such that no page will get escaped or missed from this internal linking mesh. If we have 10,000 pages, we plan all the 10,000 pages to get links. And now of this 10,000 pages, we segregate by page type. Some are blogs, some are about fruits, some are about vegetables, some are about grains. So I decide grains are highly competitive and grains should get crawled more often. And I decide the priority, how many times the grains pages should get crawled, how many times fruits pages should get crawled, how many times vegetables pages should get crawled. And we have a proper engineering around it and nobody can do it. And the people who are working with contract digital or who have undergone the training, these are the only people capable of doing this. And this is our secret sauce and one of the success factor to make the websites rank quickly with very low budget, with very low effort. Right? So this way we have a number of things. This is one of them. Okay. So template SEO content and template heading tags could have been part of our template titles and descriptions. There is no difference. Same way you are going to create. See, look at this. We are showing that your template. Some class, one of the class we created, right? Template titles and descriptions for packers and movers. All the area wise. See, I have given you the example book, source to destination bus tickets online at 20% off. Now source is changing, destination is changing. Look at source. Now even if you have 1 lakh pages, it's all going to be the same with change of source and destination on the web pages. This is what we give it to the website developers, and in bulk you have titles and descriptions written for all 1 lakh web pages in just 10 minutes. Okay, so this way you can write the template description, you can write the template h1 template bottom keyword optimized content. So this is keyword optimized content. If you see this, this is keyword optimized content, PSM schedules in Denver. So this is template content, and now this is actually the same on all the pages. PSM, if you take Denver, it's same. If you take Chennai, it will be same. Read this. We have made an effort to provide you the detailed list of best professional Scrum Master training providers in Denver. Correct? I'll change this to Chennai. You would see it as Chennai now. So now this is also changing from Denver training in Denver to in Chennai. This is a template where automatically it changes on all the web pages. And now even this information, see, we have made an effort to provide you the detailed list of best professional scrum master training providers in Chennai. In Denver has become in Chennai now. PSM schedules in Denver has become PSM schedules in Chennai. Do you see that? This is the template content. Template, template H1. This is H1. And template title as well. PSM certification in Chennai. This will be in Denver now. If I go back to Denver, this will be in Denver. See, PSM certification in Denver. There is no difference, just the city name is changing. That's how the template, titles, descriptions, H1, the bottom content, everything will be written. Is it clear, guys, everybody?
Yes.
Any questions? So heading tags are the HTML tags which are usually used by the web developers in order to increase the font size to bold or to make it look unique or big. But then these are also being considered by, yeah, that's what I have written here. Search engines also consider some of the heading tags, mainly the H1 and H2, in order to understand about the web pages. Hence, use the target keyword in the heading tags. If you see this, it's a keyword. In the H1, it's a keyword. PSM certification training in Denver is a keyword. So it's suggested to use the keyword in the heading tag. Use H1 and H2 only once on the web page. Do not use them multiple times. You have to use only once H1 and H2. If you are using it multiple times, Google will get confused again which one to be considered, which not to be considered. Make sure the heading tags H1 and H2 are relevant and communicate exactly what the web page is about. Spring Wheels into access. Yes. See, internal linking mesh is one secret. What's that making it to show up on the Google? See, all these websites are very old websites, and they are investing a lot. Despite all of them, this website has moved to the top. At least if you compare to this website, this is very new, Learn and Thrive, and it has surpassed it and has moved to the top. Correct? So up to here, it's clear, right, guys? Everybody. So I'll quickly summarize the site level implementation, site level SEO. Okay. See, site level SEO is mainly all about an implementation that's applicable in general to all of your web pages or most parts of your web pages, or that's implementation applicable to the at the top level to the website. For example, robots.txt, XML sitemap, HTML sitemap, right? So this is what we have discussed. First thing is template, titles, descriptions, H1's, bottom SEO contents. Correct? This is a site level SEO or a site level implementation. Correct, guys? So I'm summarizing. Please pay attention, all of you. Okay. So a site level SEO is all about an implementation that's applicable to your website at a top level or to most of the web pages in bulk. We are not doing page by page. On page SEO is page by page, different set of keywords, different communication. Correct? Now here it's not like that. This implementation is general applicable to all the web pages or to the complete website. Correct? So template, titles and descriptions, H1, bottom content. image alt tags implementation in bulk based on the product name or based on the web page name, right? And then we have schema code, schema, rich snippets, presentation, rich snippets, star ratings, everything to be shown on the Google, correct? And after that we have XML sitemap, HTML sitemap, robots.txt, correct? And then we also learned implementing canonical tags, right? Canonical tags, then no index, no follow, correct? These are all the site level implementations. Internal linking mesh again. Internal linking meshes are the site level implementation. Yeah, that's all about the site level implementations. See, whatever we have discussed, it's to a decent level. We have covered a lot about SEO already. We have covered all. It's just that you all have to start practicing all of this, or you may have to start getting. You may have to get started with one of the projects. So that's why I was telling you start on freelance websites, start bidding on the projects that I will do on page SEO, I do site level SEO, I do WordPress website development, different things. So parallelly, you will be learning and you will be doing, and it's all going to be super interesting, and you will be making money. Meanwhile, while you are learning, you will be making money. The best learning opportunity is getting started to implement. Okay, sleepy Sanjay. I know you are sleepy. Terminologies about the internet, web technologies, right? How are websites built? Correct? We understood all of these things. Websites are built using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and website backend is built in one of the programming languages such as Java, .NET, Python, Ruby, and Rails, PHP, or any other programming language. Correct? And we realized or understood we cannot learn all of this in a short span and build websites, or even business owners cannot learn or build. And another problem is all these people are very expensive. The developers, software developers who build all of this, who do all of this for us are very expensive. To build a website, you may have to invest in lakhs. That's when we learned easy way of building the websites, that is using WordPress website development, correct? And next thing what we did is we started understanding how to optimize these web pages. We understood keyword research. We understood the on-page basic on-page optimization such as writing keyword allocation, writing titles, writing descriptions, writing H1, writing SEO content, correct? And then we also learned the site level implementations like implementing rich snippets or schema, implementing robots, implementing sitemaps, XML sitemaps, HTML sitemaps, implementing canonical tags, templatized content, no index, no follow, correct? All this is about SEO implementations. We have couple of other implementations in SEO such as technical SEO. Okay, so maybe we can start with it freshly from tomorrow. Technical SEO, right? It starts from here. Might be one or two classes should suffice for us to learn the technical SEO. Is that fine, guys? Everybody?
Yes.
Anybody has any
Yes.
questions uh, from day one to till now about any topic you take? Do you have any questions or need more clarity about any of the topics that we have discussed till now? Backlinks are the links coming from other websites. Internal links are the links within the website. From Apple page to Mango page within the same website is an internal link. But from to your Mango page, a link coming from Flipkart is an external link. Okay, that's the difference between internal link and external links. No one has any questions. So kindly go through this document, go through your previous class recordings in case if you are stuck, if you have any further questions. Okay, but make sure that you are thorough with all the topics or concepts that we are discussing. Okay, definitely you will not find the kind of discussions that we are making here. We are taking the right examples to make in order to make it easy, quite easy to understand. But just that you should not forget it. If you shouldn't forget it, you should start adapting this knowledge and implementing it on some projects, and parallel you should make some money. That's the best way to enhance this knowledge further. You are listening, but there is no purpose. What do you do by listening it? correct? And eventually that quickly fades out, that quickly moves out of your brain if you are not implementing it, if you did not find the purpose of acquiring the skill. So that's why get started with this freelance projects, or maybe here at office you are all, some of you are coming offline here, right? So for you all, we have the seniors, under their guidance, under their mentorship, you all can work on some or the other activities so that you will not forget, plus you get practiced, you will be thorough with those topics. Okay, yeah. So if no one has questions, we'll wind it up for today. Yeah, let's connect back tomorrow then, guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. See you all of you. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.